Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and do a follow-up video to the video I did before. I got a lot of responses from a lot of users, and they talked about things I didn't know about the tools that I had, and so I wanted to go ahead and share them with you and to go from there. So the first item I want to talk about, this is the Otacle D2. And what's cool about this is that this actually takes 4mm bits, right? So it's a very compact size. Did you know that this actually comes with an extension kit? So that extension kit actually covers, that's a lot of ground, you know what I mean? And I didn't know about this. And this is very pocketable, and I would argue just this alone would cover you for most of the microbits here. So did not know that. So maybe you might want to check that out. Second thing is, I did not know that the Big Idea EDS screwdriver, I love this thing because I think it's so pretty. This is actually compatible with Steinwhale bits. And so as you can see, it's compatible with all of those. That's a lot of bits that it's actually compatible with, and it doesn't take up much space, so that could be clutch. I did not know that. Next thing I want to talk about, so the Steinwhale bits used to come, they come with an extender, obviously, that works for Steinwhale bits. It used to be that they worked with Wiha double-sided bits. I can say that there's some inconsistency because people are saying it no longer seems to work. So just keep that in mind. What does work 100% is the Leathermn Ratchet. So the Leathermn Ratchet will work with all of these bits. And the reason I like using the Wiha double-sided bits is because this is essentially 40 bits. And it also covers all of the micro bits as well. Well, not all the micro bits, but it covers, like, you know, the T6, T8s and things like that. So, but, you know, these absolutely work 100%, you know, with the Leathermn Ratchet. And the funny thing is, you're supposed to use this Leathermn Ratchet with the tool, but I actually like it as just, you know, just this. This is like, the other thing too, I kind of glossed over this really quickly, but I mentioned that I actually like this over the HOTO, but I didn't explain why. I just kind of glossed over it. So let me explain why I think this is actually in many ways better than the HOTO. Now, to be fair, the HOTO is actually pretty cool. It looks beautiful. I mean, that is like, it's so beautiful, and it has all these bits, and you know, you take that out, and you, I mean, conceptually, that's a cool idea. And I wouldn't discourage anyone from getting this. I'm just saying I think this is better, and I'll explain why. So first thing is, this actually does come apart. So it's not like, and because I know it looks larger, but it actually is, it comes apart, right? So it actually is like this. So right off the bat, in terms of compact size, like this is, when you separate these out within your kit, it's about, I would say they take about the same amount of space, give or take. But there's some key differences that make this better than this. So the first is the handle's better, right? So when you pop that on, you can either put the bits here, or you can actually get an extension. And then I would argue this is a much more useful tool for a handle compared to this. But more importantly, the bits are better. Like, if you know, I mean, you all know Wiha. Wiha makes better bits. So these will last longer, and these are higher quality compared to the bits that are in here. These are made from like some, so this is why I say, if you can, go for this instead. The other tool I wanted to mention was, so Parker Binion. So Parker Binion mentioned this tool in the comments, and I think people should know about it. I think it's pretty cool. So it's a very, very compact tool. He uses this and has this, like, before he goes and reaches into his major kit, he always has this around, and I think it's pretty handy. So there is a small Phillips, large Phillips, small flat, large flat, and it very, very compact, easy to put in a kit, easy to put on a key ring, and it could be pretty dang useful. So there's that. The other thing I want to mention too is this is more something I wanted to share with the community. I made a video on this, but the Knipex 6-inch is one you might want to consider. So it extends out far more than the 5-inch, and it's not that much larger than the 5-inch. They made a redesign to this, subtle redesign. but this is actually lighter than the old 6-inch, and it extends out farther than the old 6-inch. This is good. This is the Big Idea bit inline. It stayed on the table because I actually think this is, of the three Big Idea design tools, this is good. I like this one. And for a long time it was my primary, but as I mentioned, I give the edge to this guy right here, and I give the edge to this guy right here. I think these are just for me a little bit more useful. So yeah, hopefully someone found that helpful, and we'll go from there.